Hi guys, it's Benny's Carboot time. Um, yeah, we're back for another episode. This one is only we're gonna have Ian on. He will tell his surname because I forgot, but I'm sure he'll tell you in a bit. So we're here to talk about Carboot and charity shops now, and anything to do with making a bit of money on the side. Because let's face it, everyone does it. Even if you're working a high-end job, you still got junk in your house, so why not sell it and get some money instead of throwing it in landfill? Oh, you gave me another question. I'll write that down. Thank you, Beth. So this week we've got Ian from Nottingham. He's a promoter. So we will get him on in a bit. So here we go. Over to you. Welcome, Ian, to Benny's Car Boot.
Thank you very much, Benny. Pleasure
How
to be
are
here.
you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
Before we get started, do you want to tell the audience a bit about you and what you do for a living or hobby?
Sure. Okay. So my name's Ian Whitcombe. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm going to say that. That's my main job at the moment. I do a lot of promotion of comedy as well. I also run a business selling fishing equipment online. So very exciting.
Oh,
But yeah, my main passion at the moment is promoting comedy, which is how we met, indeed.
yes, yes. You do some good nights in Nottingham.
Thank you
So
very much.
check them out, people. They're
Definitely.
good. Well, we're not here to talk about comedy
Oh,
tonight.
that's a shame.
It's a shame, but I'm trying to get away from the comedy interviews and find something we can have fun with.
Sure.
So we're here doing car boots, and you say you used to sell on car boots or a market?
Well, we used to spend a lot of time at auctions, both
Right.
online and in person. And then we'd take whatever we bought at those random auctions and try and sell them at Carboots or sell them on eBay or sell them anywhere else, basically Facebook, etc. We had a real go at becoming Arthur Daly's and trying to buy and sell stuff constantly. Sometimes successful, sometimes not.
I think everyone did. I did. I started at the auctions. Did you do the antique ones or the not antique auctions? I don't want to offend them, but
I know what you mean.
they weren't antique and they weren't rubbish, but
Yeah, I was so I did a bit of both. I'm no expert on antiques, so I got burnt more often than not on that one.
yes.
But I think I like most of all of the sort of the bankruptcy auctions and all the random
Yeah.
returns and stuff like that. I love those auctions. I can't resist them.
Yeah, I used to love going and getting pound boxes from the auction,
Yeah.
taking it to a car boot and making that pound box into 10 quid.
Oh yeah, box of
It,
misc.
it's a buzz, isn't it? A
It
bit
is.
like
It is.
comedy, but with more money.
Yeah, there's certainly more money
Yeah.
in comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat a box of Mist. It was always my
Yeah,
favorite. Whenever there was
yeah,
a box of Mist cup, I was always all over it.
yeah.
And in the old days, you used to be able to, as you say, get them for a quid, and there used to be some good stuff in there.
Oh, when I used to be in Doncaster,
Yeah.
I've don't know when it was 2006. There was this one at auction, and he used to go 10 bob, and it 10 bob. I didn't know what a 10 bob was. It was it's 50p.
Yeah.
Anyone don't know what it is.
Is that a proper auction or a pub auction or what?
That's a polite way pub auction. Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you a story about a pub auction, Benny, if I can.
Good,
Um,
good.
I used to live in Bulwell, which is a dodgy area of Nottingham,
Oh,
at one
yeah,
point, and there was a pub auction every Tuesday evening, and
yeah.
we used to go to it, and it was before the days of the internet, and they used to sell videos, not DVDs, videos,
Right.
and like there'd be feature films on them and Disney and all that sort of stuff. But what they do is they stick a porn one in there as well, and it'd be called Asian Babes 5 or something. And what they
Uh,
do, and they'd stick them together in a set, and Asian Babes 5 would be in the middle, so you could see it, but you couldn't look at it properly. And you buy those
right.
for 2 quid or something. And then you take them home and open it, and it's actually Disney on Ice or something like that. It's just an Asian Babes 5 on the side.
I bet you must have met my friend Brian Dixon.
Quite possibly. It's a long time
Uh,
ago.
yeah, he's passed away now,
Oh,
bless
okay.
him. But he used to make his money at pub auctions.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff you could get there, wasn't there, in the old days? There's all sorts of mixture of things. I remember once there was a dustbin liner full of hubcaps, was one of the
Yeah,
lots. And then the auctioneer said you can buy them and put them back on your car when you go outside.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, anything goes out of pub
Yeah,
auction, doesn't it?
yeah,
Teddies, tools,
yeah.
uh, perfumes, but not full bottles,
Yeah, I was
not
half a bottle.
bottles and knickers and
Yeah,
all
oh,
sorts.
oh. I won't be buying knickers at a pub auction.
No, I didn't, but someone did. I know that.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Do you reckon they will be coming back in fashion
Um,
now we're at a crisis with Brexit and the energy crisis?
they're already here, Benny. If
Yeah.
you go to Strelly on a Tuesday evening, which we regularly do,
Oh,
um,
don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. 'Cause
I'll see
I've
you there.
been there.
Have you been there? What did you make of that one?
No, I
Oh,
haven't
you haven't
been
made
to
it yet.
that one. I
Okay.
used to go to the one in Kirby on a Monday night.
Okay.
It used to be near Mansfield Hospital, but it moved here.
Right.
But I haven't been for ages.
Yeah. We used to go every week to the Strelly one because there's just always a cornucopia of weird things there.
Yeah,
Um,
where is Strelly?
Strelly, it's oh, trying to think. Do you know where Nuttall is?
Yes,
It's sort of north, just north of the city, really, Strelly.
right
I think. I think that's
near
right.
Ollerton.
Um, no, I go down the ring road and I turn left towards what used to be the Commodore Hotel,
Right.
and then that's up there somewhere. I always use Google Maps to find it, so I don't actually know where it is.
You might have sent me the postcode one night when you go, and
Yeah, yeah, come
I'll,
come along to it.
and we can have a bidding war.
I tell you, I bought a box of Misk there once, for £1, and it was usual crap was in it. But I
Yeah.
found there was this cardboard box, like a big DVD, and in it was this glass disc, like a big thick DVD, but made of glass, and it had an image all printed all the way around it. And I managed to find out what it was, and it was something you put in a projector, and it projects the image onto the wall, and it's used for discos and big events and stuff. And I sold it for 45 quid on eBay. I was chuffed to bits.
I mean, I collect a lot of dinky cars.
Oh yeah.
So I got most of mine from a auction.
Really? Wow. It's
Yeah,
amazing that you still
yeah,
get them there, isn't it? 'Cause there's a lot of experts knocking about at these auctions these days,
yeah,
aren't
yeah. Well, this was back in 2005. So
they? Yeah. Okay.
I haven't been for ages.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rid of crap. I don't want to buy crap.
Oh, you and me both.
Yeah. So do you still sell at Carboot? Because I know I will be going back car booting to raise money for Edinburgh,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah.
are you car booting?
We do
Still?
about one a year these days.
Yeah,
We go to we live in Gotham, so it's a village sort of south of Clifton, and
yeah.
they have one in between Clifton and Gotham. It's quite a sorry, Gotham and Eastleek. It's quite a big one. Was there actually on yesterday, in fact. It's a nice one with a lot of stalls. You get some good stuff. They actually bought a hoverboard there yesterday, believe it or not.
Oh, what for you or
For
for
me,
your
yeah, why not? Saves me having to walk when I
parents?
take the dog.
I've tried a hoverboard and I just went round in circles.
I got the hang of it quite quickly. I got it for 2 quid as well, and it all worked. I
Wow.
couldn't believe it. 'Cause of course, you don't know if it works or not. And the guy said, "Oh, just
Yeah,
give us 2 quid. I don't know if it works." And I charged it up, and it
mm,
did. And I was doing really well going up and down the road quite happily. Then his car
yeah.
came, and I tried to jump off it, and now I've got a very, very bruised elbow.
Your partner should have filmed it for you be framed.
Well, she filmed it when I was doing well, and thankfully she stopped filming before I fell off. Yeah, but yeah, we do about one a year just to get rid of some stuff. And in the village we have a what do they call it? Something jungle. I can't remember.
Tabletop
Yeah,
one.
that sort of thing. But you set it up on your drive, and then people come round and they visit your house and look on your stuff and go to the next house and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. So Safari, something Safari. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh.
But
I've
yeah, it's good fun.
never heard of that.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a village thing, I think, because obviously you can't do it in a big area, but in a
No,
village it works all right.
no.
How
I
about you? Are you
mean,
car booting still?
yeah, I'm trying to get rid of all sorts to feed my hobby of being a comedian.
Yeah,
So,
it's more of a career than a hobby, Benny. I've seen you.
yeah,
You're brilliant.
I'm getting there. So, yeah, I mean, I'll be back in May selling
Cool.
tools, cars.
Yeah.
And my partner's got a load of DVDs
Mm.
she wants to get rid of, so it'd be worth going, just like you said, a clear out and
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Do you dabble on Facebook Market?
Yeah, my partner, Kerry, she does
Yeah.
it far more than I do. She's much better at it. I don't have the patience for all the
No.
is this available things that never go anywhere.
Yeah.
But she sells quite a lot of stuff on
Yeah.
Facebook. She does all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of time wasters, unfortunately, on Facebook, isn't there?
Yes, but there's a lot of time wasted at Carboot.
That's true. That's
I
very true.
mean, people try it with me, and I won't budge.
No, you stay at the same price.
Yeah. No, I will drop eventually, but I can spot a what you call it, a
Chancer.
professional um person who does it all the time,
Yeah, trader.
trader, so I can spot them from a mile. So
Yeah,
I try and get as much as I can off of them.
quite right. Did you get that thing where you turn up and they all descend upon your car before you've unloaded it?
Yeah, have
Yeah,
you got gold DVDs, laptops,
yeah,
phones?
yeah. Always the same.
Yeah,
Well, I found what they do as well is they buy loads of stuff off you, and then you walk around the corner and it's all on their stall for twice the price they paid for it.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
should know because I'm one of them.
I'll watch out for you next time I do
I
one.
used to be, I don't know more, but when I was in Doncaster, I was good at selling tools
Yeah,
because tools will never go out of fashion.
no, absolutely.
So I used to get there at 5 in the morning, set my pitch up, and go round all the carbooters and buy all the tools and sell it online.
Oh, I see.
I had customers come to me every week and go, Benny, I'm looking for this specific item. If you can get it, I'll pay extra.
Brilliant.
So that's all I did. So
Fantastic. It's a great idea.
it's good.
I
I
think
do miss it, but
yeah, it's a buzz, isn't it?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. I think the worst one I ever saw with buying and selling was it was at Collick Car Boot, you know, at the race course. You've been
Yes.
to that one. And this guy had got a stall, and it was the first stall as you walk through the door or through the gate, and it
Yeah.
had nothing on it at all. And he, he walked out, went to the egg stall down the road, who was selling a dozen eggs for £1, bought half of their stock, and walked back up to his stall, put them on his stall, and sold them for £1.50 for half a dozen, and got all
Yeah.
the egg purchases before they got to the next stall. They're having a big row about it. It was brilliant.
I love that. I love
Always
that.
fun.
I could sell our eggs from the farm,
Uh-huh.
but we've still got bird flu,
Yeah.
so we're not allowed. So,
Well,
never mind.
we've got ducks and chickens in our garden, but we've got them
Oh,
locked up, as you
yeah,
have, I guess, at the moment.
yeah,
And the neighbours still buy the eggs, but well, take the eggs rather than buy the eggs.
yeah,
But
yeah. As
it's
long as they're aware that there might be a risk.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The thing is, they can't buy them in the shops at the moment, can you? They're really hard to get hold
no,
of. So
no,
the
it's
gold dust
hard.
around us. But,
Yeah,
do you find, just going back to car boots, do you find these people that it doesn't matter what the price is, they want to haggle all the time? So
yeah,
it's, if you've something's 50p for an Xbox game, it's, oh, will you take 25? It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah, it's just going to get worse now.
yeah, nobody's got
Now,
any money, have they?
yeah, but I think car booting is a good way of keeping it out of landfill
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
because it's upcycling, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Have you ever upcycled anything?
yeah. I'll show you something I upcycled. Hold on a sec. I don't know whether you'll be able to get it on the camera. I bought this. Oh, hang on. How do I make it? Oh, it's not going to work. Don't worry. Oh, oh, no, I'll just describe it to you. Don't worry. I bought a
Yeah.
Billy Bass. You know those things that stand on the that you put on the wall and it sings.
Right,
Those
yeah.
things. I got one of those, and I opened it up, and I opened up a Google Home, a little
Oh,
Google Home Mini, and I took all the electronics out of the Google Home and I put them into the Billy Bass. And now you can talk to it, and it moves its mouth when Google's talking.
oh well.
So that was fun. I enjoyed that project.
The I don't think I've ever seen that. Is that worth doing and seeing if it sells?
No, it's just a fun thing to do, really.
All right.
I like messing with electronics and things, so that was
So
a fun thing to
what?
fix up.
See, my mind, I'm like that sell anything sells.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
Before I did comedy, I saw on Pinterest.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen birdhouses made out of teapots?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I used to make them.
Oh, right.
And I used to sell about 200 every Christmas.
Yeah, it's gifts.
And yeah, I used to make them in my shed.
Wow, where'd you get the teapots from?
Charity shop.
Wow,
Yeah.
quite a big markup on them as well, I guess, was there?
I used to sell them for 13.99,
Okay,
and if garden centers wanted them, I sell them at 9.99 to
okay,
them,
brilliant.
so they could make a bit of
Yeah,
profit.
yeah. Well,
So,
that's very entrepreneurial of you.
my granddad's always told me, and listeners will get bored of this, but always have your eggs in several
Yeah,
baskets.
fingers in
You
pies.
don't, yeah,
Yeah, it's absolutely the more you know about it, the more you've
yeah,
got going for you, the better you are. It doesn't matter. Sometimes things just disappear, don't they? And you need something to fall back on.
exactly,
So,
exactly.
what would you say is the worst thing you bought at auction?
Worst thing, I'm meant to be the host, but
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm just
all
interested.
right. Worst thing, I don't know. Worst thing. You put me on the spot there. I bought a box and I thought it had jewelry in. Well, no, I saw jewelry in there,
Yeah.
so I bid for it, and someone bid me right up to £4. I got the chaperone and the jewelry weren't there.
You're
Someone
joking.
swiped it.
Wow, that's outrageous. Probably the
Yeah,
underbidder.
yeah. My missus weren't happy
I
over
can imagine.
that.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
outrageous.
What about you?
Oh, it's easy to come up with that one. I bought. I was at the auctions and I misheard what were being sold, and I bid £10 on this box of phones.
Yeah.
And when they brought it out, and I knew I was in trouble because the auctioneer high-fived his mates when I bought it, and so I knew there was something very wrong. And when they brought it out on a forklift truck. It was a pallet full, a massive box full of phones, but they were IP phones, office desk phones.
Oh no.
Um, and the worst thing was there was no handsets with them. It was just the base unit. There was about 200 of
Oh
them,
no.
and they just said, "What are you going to do with these?" I said, "I don't know." And in the end, we took them all home and we loaded them into the house and we took them all apart. Every single one of them. Me and Kerry sat there. We spent 3 hours taking them all apart.
Yeah.
We took the circuit boards out of them and we took all the circuit boards down the scrapyard and traded them in. And we got £12 in trade-in value, so we made two
Oh,
pounds for 3 hours work each.
Jesus. Again, it's a bit like homework back in the 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
That was what, 2p a
Oh,
folder?
yeah, the old envelopes and all that stuff. I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we used to do the doctor's folders.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never saw the folders. We had the envelopes. We used to stuff
Yeah.
envelopes with spam, crap, junk mail or
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah. What's the weirdest thing you found either at a car boot or at a charity shop?
Oof, blimey. Putting me on the spot now. Oh, well, I know exactly. I know exactly what I'm going to do. It was. It turned out to be a Christmas gift for my son. It was a bottle opener, and the wooden part of it, the handle, was shaped exactly like a massive penis. The ideal Christmas present for my lad. He was absolutely delighted, as you can imagine. He's just moved into a new flat, so helping him furnish it cost me 50p. But yeah, that was the weirdest thing. We tried to sell some dildos on a car boot sale once.
Did
Um,
it work?
no, it was again we bought a job lot, the bankrupt stock from one of the auctions. We didn't know what was in the box, and it was just full of dildos. But they were all packaged and sealed, so they were all brand new.
Yeah.
And they had like a little drawstring cloth case. Once you got them out of the box, they're in a drawstring cloth case. And we had all these people coming going, oh, well, what's this? And they'd open the box and then they'd take the drawstring out, take it out, and go, ah! And put it back in again and run away. They didn't believe us; they weren't used. So we ended up just putting them back in an auction and getting rid of them that way.
All right, you should have kept them for when you're doing comedy.
We'll bring them out as props.
They've sell them to comedians. I know quite a few like
Yeah, that's a fair
do
point, actually. There's
those.
quite a few on the circuit that are like
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Even
that's
me
cool.
actually.
Well, I won't pursue that line of questioning.
No, no. Wait till you hear it on stage.
Okay, I look forward
Yeah,
to that.
it's quite interesting that one. Uh,
Sounds
uh,
great.
yeah,
So,
I mean the weirdest thing I found is a World War II bomb shell.
wow.
Yeah, I've got them on my shelf.
Yeah. What did you pay
Um,
for that?
Nothing.
Oh,
The charity shop was throwing them away, and I went,
wow.
all right then.
They're the brass ones or the.
Yeah, brass.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You could trade them in and get a few quid.
Yeah,
Pay them in.
probably. But I like all that
Yeah.
stuff. So. Do
There's,
you collect anything?
um, not really. Guitars. I've got a lot of guitars.
Yeah.
But I've been banned from buying any more,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I don't play them particularly well, but I just love them. I love having them in the house. And the walls are covered in guitars. Um,
Yeah.
but every now and again, I'll get a guitar out and play something, but
Yeah.
it's I don't really have time to do it, unfortunately, anymore.
Yeah.
I did write a song called "Put Your Finger Up My Bum,"
Yeah.
and I sang it at the Holly Bush in Birmingham, or Cradley Heath, I should say. And it went down a storm there, but I think that's the only place I can do it. I don't know of the venue I
Oh,
can do that song.
yes, I do like the honeymoon.
Yes, it's a great place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think what else we bought. We bought 5 shower trays once at an auction,
Oh, well,
big ones, like sort of 2 meters by
yeah.
1 meter and stuff. And
Did
I
you
got them.
make a profit?
Yeah, we bought them for 2 quid each.
Yeah.
Again, bankrupt stock, and
Yeah.
I sold them for 15 quid each on eBay.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was rare we made any real money when we did it. It was every now and again we'd make a bit, but we never made much. But we most of it's up in the loft at the moment. Every now and again we have a big clear out. We take it all down the auction as a job lot and we sell it off.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Cool. I do like selling at an auction.
mm.
Do they still charge 10p for every pound you make?
No, it's worse than that. I think it's 24% now they charge you.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, no. If you're buying, you pay 24%. I can't remember what it is when you're selling, but it's more than 10p. I know that much.
God, it used to be 10p.
Yeah, I mean these big auction houses making an absolute fortune because
yeah,
they're buying
yeah,
Amazon returns pallets and then selling the individual items out of them,
yeah,
and just getting loads of money. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, it's not a cheap game anymore, unfortunately.
It's not. It used to be fun, but we just have to make it on the circuit. Do you do you think a comedy gig at Carboot would be funny or not? I'll
um,
tell you a joke for a quid.
that's a good idea. You could get ChatGPT to write them for you. You wouldn't have to do any work.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's keeping the audience interested when there's bargains all around them. That's the problem, I
yeah,
suppose.
that's true. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the car boot sales are. There's a lot of traders now, isn't there? It's there's not many
yeah,
genuine car booters anymore,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Are you an early riser?
Yeah.
Do you know where the best spot is at your car boot?
Yeah, everybody always turns right immediately, so the best stall is the right-hand side.
Right.
As you walk through the gate, straight onto the right.
Yeah,
But yeah, that usually goes very, very early indeed. That spot,
yeah.
and I always end up sort of 50 cars behind somewhere in the distance.
Oh, you're a late one,
I always try, but there's always some bugger there before me. It's
yeah.
it's a real problem.
If I'm the first or second or third row in,
Yeah,
I know I'm gonna make some money.
yeah, yeah,
If I'm anything else, or if I'm on the left hand side,
yeah.
I might as well pack up.
Isn't it weird when people turn right traditionally? Always turn right.
Yeah. Is it something to do with driving or
Well,
something?
maybe. Majority of people are right-handed, I guess, aren't they? So it's
Yeah,
natural to turn right. I don't know, but you're right. You need to be on the right-hand side on the first couple of rows
yeah,
to really make much. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to think. What else? Oh, I'll tell you the worst buy I ever made at auction. Um, I bought. Let me read it here. 36 boxes of. 36 glass vases is what I bought.
Oh,
Right,
wow.
and they were like a bottle shape with a heart on them, and it said love on them. And I was working at the time and asked Kerry to go and pick them up for me. But when she got there, it was 36 boxes of 6 glass vases. So we ended up with 216 vases, all
Yeah,
identical. And she brought them all back and we put them in a pile in the living room, and you couldn't see out the patio windows
you,
because they were so high. And
are you the are you the East Midlands version of Del Boy?
afraid so. Afraid so.
Did you have a free wheeler when you was young?
I'd loved one. I've got my hoverboard now. I'll have to use that.
Yeah, yeah, with a trailer on the back.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I think we sold about 3 of those vases for about 50p each, and then I took them all down the bottle bank and chucked them all in the bottle bank in the end.
So they weren't crystal then.
No, they were just. I think they
Oh,
were Tesco.
Tesco.
Yeah, Tesco. I don't know what Tesco were charging for. I think they were Valentine specials. You know, they had love written on them, and they're
What
supposed to be romantic.
what's the best advice you would give someone who was thinking of doing auctions or car boot?
Okay, so auctions, 100% is going to the viewing day. So
Yeah,
there's often a day beforehand where you can go and view the items before you buy them the next day. And on that day, you can walk around, you can pick them up, you can look at them, look for anything that's broken, anything electrical you can plug in and see if it works, all that kind of stuff, because then you know exactly what you're buying on the day. The number of times I've bid on stuff that I'd never seen and it just isn't what I expected to be.
yeah,
But I go to one auction where they sell returns from the big department store, and it's always full of air fryers every time.
Oh,
and
well.
I've been before and tested 20 of them, and none of them work. so,
Mm, mm,
so it's my advice for that certainly um, would be to go down the day before and check out exactly what you might be interested in. But for car boots, I don't know whether you feel the same way, but I always think if I see a stall and it's got the prices written on the items, I'm far more
definitely.
likely to buy something from them. I don't know what you think.
Uh, that's a good question because I got told not to put
Oh,
prices on
interesting.
because a price on a label on a item means this is a price. Don't bother
Oh, okay.
knocking me down.
Right. Okay.
So that's what I get from prices.
Okay. I get the opposite really. I mean, when I look at it, I think I know how much that is, and I know I can negotiate on that price. That's the
Right.
starting point. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But if you go up and say, "Well, how much is this?" They go, "It's 20 quid." You go, then you got to get the embarrassment of putting it back and walking away and all that stuff.
Yeah, true, true, true.
Yeah.
Have you ever bartered at a charity shop?
I
Yeah,
have.
I have.
I know it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's fine. I work for Lighthouse Charity
No,
Shop,
yeah,
and they're always asking for do this for less. And
yeah.
I'm like, no, it's what it is.
I always feel guilty, but the
Yeah,
entrepreneur in me wants me to get the best possible price off
yeah,
them. But, I
yeah.
try not to, but if it's too much, I will.
No, it's fine. If you don't ask, you won't get.
It's true, very true.
So,
Yeah, yeah. I
but
mean, I have had the old "this is a charity shop, sir" to reply to me, which isn't great. But as you say, it's worth trying sometimes.
yeah,
You never
yeah.
know.
I mean, they got it for nothing
Mhm.
in the first place.
Yeah,
So even if they make, even if it's a fiver and they make 3 quid, they're
yeah,
3 quid better off in my book.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, they've got gas, electric,
Mhm.
there's a bigger picture, but
Yeah.
they get hundreds and hundreds of bags
Mm.
every day. I mean, we used to rag a lot of
Yeah.
our stuff because we can't cope with it,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's still getting recyclable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're listening to this and you've got oily clothes or your trainers have got holes in and you're like, that shouldn't go to a charity shop.
No.
It should. It should. Because all you say is this bag's for rag,
Yeah.
they can weigh it in.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's a lot
And
of. Sorry, go on.
gone,
I was going to say there's a lot of weighing in shops cropping up all over the place, isn't there? I think it's a new
yeah.
thing people are doing.
Have you tried that? Yeah, I haven't.
Well, my mother-in-law used to run a children's clothes shop years ago, and
Right.
for some reason she's kept all the clothes that she used to have in a shop. And every now and
Oh,
again, Kerry will go around and pick up bags full of rag or clothes from the 70s and take them down to the ragman and trade a bit in.
yeah,
So yeah, it's becoming more common, I think, in
yeah.
society.
Because there's one in Kirby, I think, where
Mhm.
you can go go and rag it. That again is all right ragging it, but it's going. Are we just ragging it and forgetting that that rag will be dumped in a third world country for them to deal with. I don't know.
Yeah, that certainly some of it does, because you see these guys in these third world countries all wearing Arsenal tops and Man U
Yeah,
tops and things. So you
yeah,
know where they've come from.
yeah,
And I guess some of it, I'm sure, is recycled properly. Some of it is
yeah,
shipped out there into different countries. Um, but I guess it's if they are struggling for money and that's a way of finding money, then it's a charitable donation, effectively. If you look at it like
yeah,
that, isn't it? It's going to
yeah.
bring them money, and there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think.
No, I just worry that it's gonna be dumped
Mm.
in their country and they're gonna reuse it and take their water, but that's another podcast, not
I
this
think
one.
so. Yeah, I think we need a lot more
Sorry.
investigation to do
Yeah,
that podcast.
yeah. I like my documentaries and I've been watching a lot of recycle stuff. Uh,
Okay.
it's
What, on
quite
YouTube or?
um quite a few on YouTube lately. There's not much on TV. It's all on streaming
Yeah,
now,
yeah, it
isn't it?
is. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. But did you watch those? Talking of recycling, do you watch those YouTube videos where they have machines that crush cars and things? Have you seen
yes,
those? They're so addictive, aren't they? What is
yeah.
it about those that's so addictive? I love
Don't
watching them.
know. I don't know. I like all big machines,
Yeah,
so I'll just sit here all night watching.
I'm
Um,
exactly the same.
yeah,
We
yeah,
probably watch the same videos.
yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, I'd love to see one
and
close up.
yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Before we go, I have said thank you. Yeah. Um, Before we go, do you want to tell the audience where your nights are and how can we find you?
I'd love to. Thank you, Benny. And thank you for the invitation to the podcast. I really appreciate it.
So I've enjoyed it.
Good. So have I. I run Ian Whitcombe Comedy. So ianwhitcombecomedy.com. All our events are on there under the upcoming events section. You can buy tickets on there for all our gigs. We run them across Nottingham and some in Leicestershire as well. We've actually added today, a bit of hot news off the press. We've added the facility to buy tickets on our website now, and there's no processing fees whatsoever on those. So, you know, the Eventbrite and all the other big websites charge you processing fees and booking fees. So there's no fees at all if you buy on our website. So hopefully that'll save a few quid in the cost of living crisis at the moment.
Yeah,
It'd be fantastic if people would come and visit us and come to our comedy shows. It'd be wonderful and see great acts like your good self, Benny.
yes, thank you.
I think you performed for us a couple of times, haven't you?
I know, I can't wait to come back and do some more.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll
Like,
definitely have you back.
yeah, yeah. Um, I just realised you've got your own promotion company now.
Yep.
Are you going to think about doing jumpers? And would that be a way to make more income?
We
It
have
is a Carboot podcast, just an idea.
that's an idea, yeah. But we do have branded clothing we wear on the
Yeah,
nights, so
yeah.
it's an idea. Well, we will wear them at the car boot sales as well. Who knows?
You never know.
Indeed.
I've bought 500 blue badge t-shirts. I'll
Have
be
you really?
something.
Fantastic.
Yes, I did it wrong, but never mind. Anyway, don't go away. I'm just gonna end the
No
podcast.
problem.
Join us next week when we've got Barbara Fernando and we might have someone else joining us as well. So it's bye from me and bye from me, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.